Hi, I'm Brian Kennedy Condis. I'm the author and photographer of Amazing Photography, The Art of Composition. And we're going to analyze the wildlife photography photo of the Great White Heron. And when we analyze this composition, we're going to look at three elements. We're looking at dynamic symmetry, we're looking at active space, and the rule of thirds. Not necessarily in that order. So the Great White Heron, looking at the rule of thirds grid, we're going to see that the bottom third lines up with these yellow lines. Right here is the center of it, and you got top and bottom, so they're equal. So to show you graphically, we have the bottom third and the top 2/3. All right. Also, if you take a look at this, right down the center of the Great White Heron is the other third. Okay, so the bird is basically aligned on the right third of the frame. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about active space. So, active space has to do with the motion of what you're shooting. Now, we're shooting this bird, and you can see these legs are moving in this direction. And so this is the active space of the bird. It's all the space that's on this side of the bird where the bird can walk. And this part is the opposite of active space, which is dead. So all this space back here. So you want to make the active space larger than the dead space. And that's how you compose with active space in mind. Now, right here we have the root phi grid, which is a dynamic symmetry grid. And this is a 5 wide by 4 high image aspect ratio. And if you divide 5 by 4, you get 1.25, and that's close. The closest to 1.272, which is the root phi, and that's phi, and it's spelled, because it's hard to see down here, but it's spelled P-H-I, so root phi, root, okay, like this. All right, so we have these major diagonals, and we have the Baroque diagonal, okay, and there's a little eye right here. This is the reciprocal that goes down to this corner, okay, and it's forming a right 90-degree angle. Okay, so right here, this point is landing right on the body of the Great White Heron, and the leg is perfectly aligned with the reciprocal. And if you take this reciprocal up, you'll also see that it also aligns with the with this point here. And this point is, so we have the sinister diagonal that runs the opposite way, right? And then we have the reciprocal of that, okay, which forms a 90-degree angle. And if you extend the other reciprocal out, that's how you get the intersection of these two. So this is the dynamic symmetry of the Great White Heron. Now, for great image composition analysis, visit amazingphotography.net.